Since the dawn of eternity, 4 lights of hope have shone upon the world. Men flock to these lights, around which they build 4 peristylia. Each peristylium becomes their faith and society, the path upon which they are set. The vermilion bird, wings of fire to lift the heart. The white tiger, steely arms by which to seize knowledge. The azure dragon, unclouded eyes that see all beneath the sky. The black tortoise, a rigid shield and a well-guarded blade. But when 9 and 9 meet 9, Tempus Finis shall be willed upon them. For without the Agito, their world, called Orience, must persist in its spiral.
In this time of absolute darkness, we must unite to bring forth the light of hope. The time has come. Yes, this is the dawn of a new age.
And so the Milites Empire, home to the White Peristylium, invaded the neighboring dominion of Rubrum. As soon as the declaration of war was made, the Militesi main fleet swarmed into all corners of Rubrum. At the same time, a separate fleet was charged with a sneak attack on the Vermilion Peristylium. A lessee accompanied this task force. Using a lessee to invade a sovereign state was a direct violation of the Pax Codex, a treaty created by all 4 crystal states of Orience. The besieged Peristylium attempted to repel Milites's Magitech armors with powerful magic. Not even the mighty warships could withstand the awesome power of the summoned Eidolons. It seemed that the Militesi offensive would fail. However, the lessee Kunmi led a special unit past Rubrum's defenses and activated a new weapon, the Crystal Jammer, neutralizing the power of the Vermilion Bird Crystal. Severed from the source of their magical powers, the Rubrum forces were quickly overwhelmed and overrun. Imperial Marshal Sid Olstein demanded of Chancellor Kalian Cheval VI, the leader of Rubrum, that he surrender and transfer the Vermilion Bird Crystal to Militesi control.
Your crystal cannot protect you. Resistance is no longer an option. You have 6 hours. You must comply with our demands, or face the full might of our forces. In which case, I promise you, the roads of Rubrum will run red with the blood of her people.
May the crystal guide them to salvation.
9 and 9 meet 9, the depths of reason shall stir. When the seal of creation is broken, a voice like thunder shall sound, and thou shalt know. We have arrived.
Well, that was a lot to take in. What do you think the odds are it's going to show me that again when I hit new game? But anyway, welcome to this Let's Play of Final Fantasy Type-0. This is the next game I'm playing in my marathon after just completing the Final Fantasy 13 trilogy. And it's very fitting to play this game next, actually, because I didn't realize this. I did not realize this, actually. I did not know this. But Final Fantasy Type-0 is actually a part of the Final Fantasy 13 universe. And in that intro right there, you can even see how they brought up Lassies. So Lassies will be a part of this game. So interesting. But yeah, after finishing Lightning Returns, I found out that apparently, I guess Square Enix thinking that 13 was going to be their next big cash cow, next big thing. They tried to have an expansive universe for it. And when 13 first came out, it sold very well because it was the next longed for, highly anticipated Final Fantasy game. And so it sold well at the start, and it got good reviews. But after a little while, people started to realize, like, hey, this game's not that good. And if you watched me play the 13 trilogy, I'm fresh off of playing them for the first time. You know where I stand. I didn't really think any of the games in the 13 trilogy were very good. I thought they were all right. I thought they were all okay. They all had bright spots, but they all had their issues, in my opinion. And what their bright spots were and what their issues were kind of different for each game. It's like they would take, like, well, Final Fantasy 13, I would say, was the biggest waste of potential. And I say that because I thought that game had the superior story of the 13 trilogy. And 13.2 fixed a lot of 13's issues. I just didn't like where they took the story, the direction they took the story in 13.2. It wasn't that bad. Like, it ended up being alright, but whenever you start bringing time travel and jumping into, like, parallel universes and stuff, like, you kind of lose me there. And Lightning Returns had an interesting story, like interesting concepts and ideas. It was just kind of the way that game was structured. And it's funny I say that because the way it was structured, for what it was done in an interesting way. Like, if you're gonna make a game that has a bunch of side quests and you kind of need to do them, like the way Lightning Return did it, like the way it motivated you to try and do it was interesting. And I liked it in that regard. But at the same time, I guess I would kind of prefer my Final Fantasy games to be more on the straightforward kind of path. Maybe more of a linear storytelling. Going from objective to objective format. Although I can admit that Final Fantasy 13 was too linear. But anyway, if you caught it at the very beginning of this video, like I said, this game was part of the Nova Crystarium universe, whatever. I'm butchering that bad. But that's the universe that this game and the 13 trilogy share. And there was at least going to be one other game a part of this universe, and that was the infamous Final Fantasy Versus 13. They got canceled and kind of became Final Fantasy 15. So yeah. Now, when this game originally came out, it came out for the PSP. And I'm thinking it came out in 2011, so it came out after Final Fantasy 13. I think the same year as 13-2 then. This is the HD remaster. So this version came out after the 13 trilogy was out. I mean, I guess it's more or less the same thing as the PSP version. I don't know if it's the exact same thing. It is funny though how this game got a port to the PS4 before the 13 trilogy did. Now the PS5 is out, and the 13 trilogy is still just stuck on the PS3. Which I mean, this game was a PSP game, so maybe that gave Square more motivation to try to put it on a home console. But I don't think this game has a very good reputation. Honestly, I don't think this game is reviewed very well. But we'll see. I was originally going to play this game earlier in the marathon. It worked out, though. I'm glad I didn't. So I'm playing this game in between Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13, and Final Fantasy 15. Because in the marathon I'm trying to play all the Final Fantasy games 1 through 15, and each game's respective prequels and sequels. Like obviously you got the big sequels like 10-2, 13-2, Lightning Returns. They're all part of the marathon, but I didn't stop there. I added Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII, Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is more of a sequel than a remake. I added Final Fantasy IV: The After Years and even Interlude from the PSP complete collection of Final Fantasy IV. The only thing about my marathon is I wasn't going to play 11 and 14 because those are MMOs. I wasn't going to mess with those. But I decided to play games in their place. Because honestly, I've always been interested in playing this game. When I was first thinking about doing this marathon, I actually thought about starting the marathon off with this game. because it's Type 0. 0 becomes before 1. So before I play Final Fantasy 1, maybe I should play Final Fantasy Type 0. But I'm glad I shot that down very quickly because it's just too fitting to obviously start the marathon with the very first game, Final Fantasy 1. But yeah, from the very beginning, I wanted to add this game into the marathon. I think a part of me wasn't sure if this game was kind of supposed to be thought of as sort of a prequel to the whole Final Fantasy series. And that's why it's called Type 0, but I don't think that has anything to do with it. And that's kind of what Stranger of Paradise is, Final Fantasy Origin. Kind of like a prequel to the whole Final Fantasy series. I haven't played that game, so I'm not sure how true that statement actually is. But yeah, originally I was going to play this game in between Final Fantasy X-2 and Final Fantasy XII. I was going to play this game in 11th place and play Stranger of Paradise in 14th place. But then I got to thinking and I was like, you know, Crystal Chronicles seems interesting. And I got to thinking, I got my PS5 finally. And I kind of wanted to first play my PS5 with Final Fantasy 16. I kind of wanted that to be the first game I played on my PS5. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna add Crystal Chronicles to the marathon, play that in 11th place, and play Type 0 in 14th place. And that worked out very well, considering this game is a part of the 13 universe. I thought I was done with 13, but I guess not totally. And Stranger of Paradise, I've just decided I'll play that one day eventually, but I've kind of just kicked that out of the marathon. Now, I don't know how long this game's going to be. I could see this being a short game, considering it was on the PSP originally. We'll just have to see. Spoilers. There will be spoilers for the entirety of the Final Fantasy series. If something happens in this game and it reminds me of something that's happened in a previous Final Fantasy game, I'm not going to be hesitant to bring it up or mention it. So, just, you know, you've been warned. You know, spoilers for the entirety of the Final Fantasy series, and I'll even throw Kingdom Hearts into that as well. All right, and with all that, let's get into this game here. Let me check preferences out first. I'll probably leave all this the same. Command layout. And that reminds me, this is kind of reminding me of Lightning Returns already. I kind of want my normal attack to be X, if I can do that. Defense command. Can my defense command be square while my normal attack X? No, it doesn't seem to be. I wish I could like actually customize this instead of just have 3 layouts I can choose between and that's it. Like I wish I could make attack X my defense command square, and then circle and triangle can just be my other 2 commands. But I think that would work best for me. Let's turn subtitles on. I don't need names on that. Alright, let's get into it. Condensed. Normal mode. Like novice mode. Novice. It's not really saying it's a beginner mode or an easy mode necessarily. It's not saying an amateur mode. But we're no bitches here. We're not going to pick the easiest difficulty. Because come on, officer. Hopefully I don't regret this. I mean, there's a harder difficulty than that, so... Intermediate. Advanced. Alright, intermediate doesn't sound like it should be too difficult. Yeah, that's what we're going with. Alright,
For them, the path was not chosen.
They chose their path,
Yes. Not knowing the fear of death.
having never learned the fear of confronting it.
Three hours that changed the world. So, it's like the people I'm playing as, are they like kind of like how Seed it was in Final Fantasy VIII? Because they all look young, right? They all look like teenager age. So are they?
Still have a ways to go. Is everyone all right? Have you seen a guy? A guy with a red cape?
No, I haven't. You?
By the way, this is the first M-rated Final Fantasy game I think I've ever played.
Kill them!
16 is M-rated. The newest one. This might be the first ever M-rated Final Fantasy game. Yeah, and already you can kind of see why this is M-rated. From the first minute of this game, it's been more gory, more brutal than any other scene in a Final Fantasy game, from what I've seen that I can think of. Blood is just going everywhere.
Okay. Stay with me. Ace, I'm coming. Please. Teacher. Teacher. Damn. Please.
I'm here! I'm right here. Isana.
It's too late.
I know that.
I know I could count on you. TJ. Let's rest. A while. I always thought that your name was weird. I'm telling you, Machina must have pulled that one out of a hat.
Was Machina first a word in the Final Fantasy series, starting off in 10?
What do you think, girl? Is this the end? Machina. Stay strong. Rem. I would have liked to see you again. JJ. I'm glad that you're here with me. No. I don't want to die.
Go say goodbye, Ace. It's all right.
しみに瞳の色は夜の色透明な空と同じ黒確かさに置いていかれて探して見つめすぎたから配られた地図がとても正しくどこかへ体を運んでいく早すぎる世界ではぐれないように聞かせてただ一つのその名前を終わりまであなたといたいそれ以外確かな思いがないここでしか息ができない何と引き換えても守り抜かなきゃかかる西のふもとに行こういつかきっと他に誰もいない場所へ
The life armlet grants you re-raise status.
Class 0, respond.
Oh shit.
Good, the comm arrived safely. Praise be unto the warrior who lost his name. I am Kurasame. I'll be your CO. Your objective, locate the Empire's crystal jammer. Then neutralize it to restore the crystal.
Understood.
May the crystal guide you.
Kupo?
Ace, 9, and Queen. Yas, Queen.
It's all you. It's my turn. Crush him.
Leave it to me. Time to sit out.
I got this. It's all you. It's my turn. Crush him.
Leave it to me. Sit out.
I got this.
Oh shit, okay. I don't understand why this just can't be a pause menu. Like I hit the options button to go into a menu here, but the game's not paused. You can still run around and shit can keep happening. So then, once you're in this menu, that could totally be the pause menu. Then you have to hit pause. Queen seems to be the most experienced fighter, for she is level 7, while Ace and 9 are at level 6.
It's all you. It's my turn.
Leave it to me. Sit out.
I got this. It's all you. It's my turn. Crush him.
Leave it to me. Time to sit out.
I got this.
Why couldn't I use magic? Help me, please!
Press X to draw your weapon and attack. Just button layout from the field menu. You just throw your cards, or what happens if you get up close? You're still just doing a throwing motion. Use R1 to lock onto fallen enemies. Press X to harvest Phantoma. Collecting Phantoma restores MP and damages nearby enemies. Neutralize energy walls by defeating specific enemies or collecting Phantoma. What determines that?
It's all you.
Let's try playing as this guy.
Crush him.
Leave it to me.
So even in this game, there doesn't seem to be a jump.
I'm ready for the end.
Need a fortified ration. What is that?
Time to sit out.
I got this. It's all you. It's
Crush
my
'em.
turn.
Leave it to me.
Take steady aim.
Hold down the assign button to begin casting a spell, then release to attack. For some spells, holding the button longer may result in stronger magic.
First, utilize the central lift.
Not yet.
Take it up to the airbay and investigate the Militesi flagship that's docked there.
Ow. I am taking quite a bit of damage.
The Dominion's fate is in your hands. May the crystal guide you.
Yeah, using magic didn't seem to do shit. Ow. I'm not sure what Divine Judgment is doing.
What? No one else can use magic.
I am taking some damage from these enemies. What the hell is that?
What the hell? I got this.
Okay.
Never sensed such a powerful aura.
Oh my god. It's not doing shit. You have to be close with magic in this game? It seems like it.
It just ran away.
What was that?
Seemed like the corpses. It came and sucked up the corpses. with this. Knowing tag, an ID tag issued to all citizens of Rubrum at birth. Well, I guess we better address all these terrorizing screams and whatnot. An arrow appears over switches and other important objects. Press X to interact with an object.
We've spotted the enemy unit! Preparing to engage!
Get in position!
Prepare for landing!
Queen here. What is it?
These are probably not their real names, just nicknames they have as part of the
Clear of your nonsense.
military they're in.
Nonsense?
What about you?
The operation is proceeding as planned.
Let me try out Blizzard here.
What's your status?
Okay. Everything's buttery smooth over here.
How's that? 8?
Stop punching people.
Well, sounds like we're all on schedule.
How's that?
The counterattack took the Empire by surprise, and the battle seemed to favor the Dominion. Then, 3 hours into the operation, many of the Dominion's airship squadrons had not yet fully achieved their objectives. A lack of experience combined with Imperial counterattacks was jeopardizing the operation. To make matters worse, without access to their most powerful weapon, magic, Rubrum's ground forces suffered severe casualties and were unable to reach their objective, Academia.
Academia.
Class 0, do you read me?
That was a part of Final Fantasy 12, right?
We've located part of the jamming device that's affecting Rubrum. It's inside the Militesi flagship in the airship docking bay. Head there immediately.
Use relic terminals to save, reorganize your squad, and check your status. Where is that at? Where is this terminal? I feel like it's probably best to try and ignore this. This dragon. I guess it's dead. Is it the terminal? Yeah, I really hope me selecting officer as the difficulty is not going to fuck me here. Because enemies are definitely doing some damage to me already. I'm in motion. Seven AP. Armament. Oh, we all have re-raise though. Is that only good to? Does that only work once in every single battle you get into, or? Better keep that on for now. I'm gonna give you the gauntlets instead. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. And we'll just save again real quick. It says mid mission right here, like a middle difficulty mission maybe. stand still and hold circle to take a defensive stance. Completes AG or use defensive magic. Uses MP.
Class 0, it's me. See that switch in front of you? I think you know this already, but you're free to suppress any resistance.
What? The device is still operational? Impossible! They're using magic right in front of us!
So far, I definitely like playing as Ace the best. His attacks just seem to work the best.
Upstairs! Prepare to deploy!
Imperial troops are descending. Eliminate them and board that ship.
Anything back here? Shit, I can attack through the wall. That's cool.
What? There they are! They came! How's that? Don't let them advance any further! Take them down! Invaders on the main deck! Shoot them on sight!
signal's coming from just beyond there. Take...
Alright. I think I am going to end this one here. The combat has potential. Right now it does kind of feel like it's lagging in a couple of areas. But the combat does have potential here. On paper, I would think it would look like a very fun game. The combat is solid, don't get me wrong, but it just feels like there's something missing. I just need to get more used to the combat. But anyway, all in all, I would say this game's off to a good start. So next time we'll pick back up from right here. And until then,